in this video, I'm going to show you how to make these tiny little lip gloss jars, and the tops are like desserts. And so one's a cupcake, one's a cake pop, one's an ice cream sundae, and the other is a donut. So I started with these little jars, and you can find them on Etsy or eBay or even Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And you want to first take some TLS and then coat the top of the cork, and this is going to help the clay stick to it. So the first one is a cupcake wrapper, and I'm just taking some blue clay and wrapping it around the cork, and then I'm making the little cupcake indents, and you want to make sure that the TLS is all over so the clay will stick to the cork, because if you don't, it'll just fall right off. And then once I did that, I made the little cupcake top with some tan clay and then pushed it all around the top, and then I used a little something like a toothbrush to give it texture, or you can use sandpaper. And to give it color, I used chalk pastels, and I used the orange and the yellow and the brown one. Those are the best ones to use. And to make the frosting, I used white clay, and I squeezed it through a little star tip, a number 14 star tip. And then to make the cake pop, I used some pink translucent clay, and then I wrapped that around the cork, and of course you want to add the TLS too. And then I used dark pink clay to cover it, and that's going to be like the frosting. And then once you do that, you just want to cut a little slit out of it, and that's going to look like somebody kind of bit into it, and it's going to show the cake texture inside. And to make the cake texture, I used a little needle tool and just kind of pick the clay apart. And then to add the sprinkles, I used some more TLS, and this is going to help the sprinkles stick to the top of the clay. And then I just cut some pieces of white clay and then add it to the top like that. It's really easy. And the next one is the little donut, and this is really easy. You just use some tan or actually I mixed tan and translucent clay together, and I kind of squeezed the clay onto the top of the cork, and then I used a little ball tool to make like an indent like a donut would have. And then I colored it with chalk pastels again. And then to make the frosting for the donut, I just used some TLS and some chalk, and then kind of crunched it up together and mixed it until it was really dark pink. Or you can use whatever color you want to make whatever frosting you like. And then I just added it to the top of the donut, and then I used different color strips of clay to make little sprinkles, and then I just added them on the top like that. And if you want to do different decorations, you can do that. Of course, it's easy. And to make the waffle sundae, I used a little toothpick that I cut into like a square at the bottom. And then I just made a bunch of little square indents and some tan clay. And then I used some chalk pastels again. And then I cut the like waffle strip and added it around the cork, of course with some more TLS so it'll stick. And then kind of just fluff the edges out. And once you do that, to make the ice cream, this is really easy. You just make like a little snake of clay and then wrap it in a circle until you get to the top, and then kind of squeeze it and make it look all, I don't know, frosty like. And then to make the lip gloss little, I don't know what you call it, but the applicator, that's what it is. I got those applicators from Sally's Beauty Supply, and they were like $3, but you can use a coupon to get them for a lot cheaper. And I just cut down the applicator with some pliers, and then I glued it to the bottom of the cork. And if you don't, if you want to make your own lip gloss, you can use petroleum jelly or Vaseline, and you can mix in eyeshadow, or you can mix in your own lip gloss or lipstick to give it color. But I just got these dollar tubes of lipstick from the dollar store because they were a lot cheaper and they were a lot quicker than making my own lip gloss. And so if you have like extra tubes of lip gloss, you can use that too. But I just squeeze them in the jar, and make sure the jars are clean before you do this. I would clean them very well. And then you kind of put it back in, and that's what they look like once they're kind of finished. And you just want to make sure, actually before you bake them, you want to make sure that the corks fit and that the applicators aren't too long, because that happened to me the first time. I had to cut the applicators down a little bit because they were too long. But this is what they all look like once they're finished, so I hope you try it out for yourself and have fun. And of course, thank you so much for sending me more pictures on Facebook. I really like seeing everybody's work because you guys are so talented. And also, if I haven't put something that you made in a video, it's probably because I just haven't seen it. And if it's on Instagram, make sure you do hashtag Tony Ellison so I can find it really easily. And if I haven't, just kind of comment in the picture that I posted and say, hey, you forgot my picture, can you please post it? And I'll post it. So thank you guys again, and hope you guys have a great day.